Alright, it is June 4th. Time for a quick update. I finally got all the plants in their bucket, container. This is Roma tomato. There's a Roma tomato. There's a Roma tomato. Just did this one today. Threw it in there with the whole self-watering system. If I reach right underneath the soil here, this is a piece of fabric that extends all the way to the bottom of the bucket. You can see this one is currently leaking out of the bottom. Have to address that here in a bit. The wicking towel strip goes all the way to the bottom of the bucket where there is water up to that level and gravel to that level, and the rest is potting mix. So again, water, gravel, and the rest is potting mix. So yeah, this is my fill bucket. It is currently running. The reason this one is running is my fill valve has twisted. My water pressure is still too high, and it twisted the fill valve on this one, so I have to tinker with that to get it to behave. And because it's running, it's constantly filling, which is why even this third bucket is overflowing here. Alright, so here was my phase 3 update. These are chives growing here. This is sage, that's cilantro down there. It's kind of dark, you can see. There it is, cilantro. This is a ice cream plant. Basil sitting here in the middle. It's a fill system at the top. It has its own float valve in there, which keeps the water at a level, and the wicking rope wicks the water through. See, there's moisture all the way to the bottom of the plant, which is doing great. This is my peppers. They have their own thing going. Alright, here's an update on the other side. This is my jalapeno plant. Same thing. There are little strips of fabric extending through the soil that are pulling the water up from the bottom through the soil, keeping this damp. Obviously the top layer is dry because the sun hits it, but if you just move that over, you can see it's still pretty dark, still moist underneath there. Jalapeno plant. This is a sweet banana pepper. It bushed out very quickly when I put it in, planted it, potted it, whatever, containered it. So I like to, I don't really have to do much to them. Just make sure this stays full at the bottom. Move on over. This is my T connector that goes from this fill bucket. One direction goes to these two pots or containers. The other goes to my large container over here. In here I have 4 broccoli plants hanging out, and then 1 strawberry plant in the back. I have it underneath this cover because the sun was too heavy for it recently, and the leaves flipped and tried to protect themselves. So I keep it covered up on very sunny days. Still gets light, but it doesn't get that direct, constant heat beating down on it. Fill bucket. This one is working the best. I think it's because of my valve in this one is a different quality, different type than those. This one I got from Granger Supply. Those I got from Amazon. This one is working perfectly. Those kind of slip. They rotate themselves. Kind of an example, I'll go ahead and turn it on. Alright, you can hear the water flowing through. It'll flow into this bucket until that valve shuts it off. And it'll flow out of this bucket to ensure all the other containers have the proper water level. So I turn it on, turn it off so the water isn't constantly running out here. But as you can see or hear, the water is filling on that side as well. And the water pressure is so high that it does kind of pulsate at times where you can hear it dancing down there and level out that pressure of turning on and turning off. We're almost full. There. Just increase the pressure just to go quicker. And we're just about there. Okay, and we're off. That means the bucket has filled to its appropriate level, and as the water seeps out of here through the hoses that are connected, level will drop in this. It will increase in there, again to their respective water levels, and then the process will continue.